Hey guys, it's Kelly and Cole Watkins with The Bridge Group, and today we are so excited to share with you 10 things that you need to know before moving to Houston. Cole and I are native Houstonians. We basically lived here and grown up here our entire lives, and we are still here and we love it, and we're excited to share with you guys some of the top reasons why people are moving here from all over the US.
Okay, so I guess I'll start us off. Number one, cost of living. This is actually a huge plus. If we're looking at, let's just say Chicago, LA, New York.
Even Austin.
Even Austin, yes. Another Texas, city, big city. We are significantly less as far as a cost of living. Now, to Kelly's point, what we were talking about before this video, the prices are going up, right? And then they're going up all across the country, but still significantly less, cost less to live here.
The second thing that you need to know about Houston is traffic. So because it is the fourth largest city in the US, we have a ton of people living here. So that goes without saying, we have a ton of traffic. So one thing to know before you move to Houston is learn the freeways. Everyone talks about the freeways. Learn the best ways to get around. That's super important. We have a lot of tollways that can get pretty pricey when it comes to your commute. So you definitely want to check out the traffic, and it's huge where you live in terms of your commute. Which brings us to the third point, which is the neighborhoods. There are so many great neighborhoods in Houston to live in, and it's kind of overwhelming. We do have a lot of videos on our YouTube page as well about which neighborhoods are better, which are better schools, things like that. You can definitely check out those videos as well. But there's so many great places to live, and you definitely need to learn about all those different locations. We have a lot of great suburbs, and there's a lot of great properties inside the loop as well. So we call it the 610 loop, but those are gonna be a little more pricey. So it just depends on your budget, which neighborhood that you wanna live in.
Okay, number four is diversity. I think it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I read an article saying that Houston was more diverse, culturally diverse than Manhattan.
Wow.
And I don't know if you've ever been to Manhattan, but I mean, they have Little Italy, Little China. They have,
melting pot.
Yeah, but now Houston is extremely diverse. And I think Kelly's gonna talk more about that when we talk about the food scene, but definitely, you can definitely tell that as far as our food scene. Okay, number 5 is our job market. Very strong, very diverse job market. I think maybe number 4 has a little bit to do with that, but as far as oil and gas, everyone always thinks of Houston, oil and gas. And it used to be that we would dominate in oil and gas, but now healthcare has really come up, and we're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to healthcare, oil and gas, even technology now.
Education, I mean, a lot of people are moving. A lot of the technology hubs that were in San Francisco and Austin are coming to Houston. So we have a lot of growth in the job market in general. Number 6 is the weather. So as you guys know, Houston gets very hot, and we are along the coastline, so it gets hot and humid. So expect to be drenched in sweat for 7 to 8 months out of the year. Now, we do have a cold season as well, but it tends to be very short.
Yeah, and it can rain a whole lot here. So I know a lot of people that come to Houston from out of state are always like, hey, where did it flood? Where did it flood? And that's a really good question, extremely important. And when we sit down with our clients that are coming in from out of state, we're always sure to let them know these are the parts of Houston that are susceptible to flooding.
Number 7 is outdoor activities. Now, we don't have mountains necessarily that you can go hiking on, but we do have a lot of walking trails throughout the Houston area that you can partake in. And there's a ton of other things that are so close by. Number 1 is Galveston. We have been to Galveston often, and we're out there a lot fishing.
We kind of have share in Galveston. If Galveston had stocks, we would have share in those stocks, but we're always on the boat out there, and Galveston has a great fishery. And so I love to fish, but also there's so much to explore down in Galveston. But also, like Kelly said, tons of walking trails, biking trails. There's even kayak guides and tours throughout the city of Houston and Buffalo Bayou. So Houston has a lot of outdoor activities.
And everything is so close. You have Austin, San Antonio, you have Big Bend National Park. They're all a close distance drive as well. Number 8 is the food scene in Houston is incredible.
This is the biggest one.
Cole and I consider ourselves foodies. We love to try new food. We love to drink wine, try new wines. And Houston has so many restaurants, you could never visit them all. And they're all great and so diverse.
Number 9, let me go on into our sports culture. I'm not a huge sports fan, especially if you have the Texans as your football team and the Houston Rockets, as your basketball team.
We got the Astros though.
But we have the Astros, and I didn't even play baseball, but I follow the Astros religiously because we are so proud of them continuing to bring back rings.
And the other cool thing is we also have a local sports fan club. For instance, I went to Katy High School. My mom still goes to all the Katy High School games years and years after I graduated. So even the local high schools have a huge sports fan base. Last but not least is culture, arts, and activities. There's so much to do in Houston. Number one is NASA. If you have not been to NASA, you have to go there. It's such a wonderful experience. We also have a ton of museums. We have the Houston Ballet, we have the Houston Symphony. So much culture and arts in Houston.
And I'll throw this in there for honorable mention. I don't know if it fits in there or the outdoor activities, but the Houston Zoo is absolutely amazing. And so, I mean, we go around there, you know, just hang out. You know, you can have beer there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we hang out, look at the animals, and yeah, make a day of it.
It's a great activity.
Okay, well, there it was, 10 things that you should know before moving to Houston. And maybe, like us, you are a Houston native, and maybe we missed some things. I know that we missed some things. There's so much to do in Houston. Feel free to put those things down there in the comments and help people out that might be looking at this video and thinking about making that move to Houston. Try to keep them positive. There are some negatives like the weather and the traffic, but at the same time, please smash that like and subscribe button, as well as putting those other things that we missed in the comments, and we will see you on the next one.